Stadium. Magnificent venue it is too. And quarterfinals day here at the Singapore Open, the 30th staging of the Singapore Open, which started in 1987. And I believe you and I were both playing in that one, Morten. But we won't go back that far. Won't go down memory lane on that.
Different fortunes on it. You won it twice.
I did indeed.
Here in Singapore, I never won it.
So this is what's happened so far. Okuhara in absolutely superb form against the 2010 winner, Saina Nehwal. The reigning world champions, Matsumoto and Nagahara. 2 straight games for them. And then we had that magnificent mixed doubles with Faisal and Wijaya, beating the Olympic silver medalists in 3 games. And as we've just witnessed, well, in many people's eyes, the Olympic champion going down to Anthony Sinisuka Ginting. Coming up next, we'll have women's singles. Then after that, we'll have men's doubles with Olympic silver medalists. Then we'll have another men's singles with Victor Axelsen, former world champion, against Jonathan Christie. And then we'll finish with men's doubles and the reigning world champions from China in that. Well, the World Tour came into existence at the start of last year. 27 events throughout the year, consisting of 5 different tiers of tournaments, ranging from 3 Super 1000 events is the top tier before the World Tour finals, 11 of the 300 events, 7 of the Super 500, which is what this is, the Singapore Open, and 5 of the 750 events. So it's replaced what we used to have, which was the Super Series and the Grand Prix Golds. And when we look at the World Tour calendar, it really is quite marvellous that we have events that spread right across the globe, from America to Europe to Asia to Oceania as well. In fact, after Singapore, it's down to Oceania for New Zealand and Australia. And all 26 regular World Tour events lead to the 27th event, the World Tour Finals. But when we look at the women's singles draw from quarter-final stage, we know that Nozomi Okuhara has got through because we witnessed that match. That was our first match on quarter-finals day. And she will play against Pusala Venkata Sindhu in the semi-final tomorrow. So that will be a repeat of the 2017 World Championship final. Also, the Olympic silver and bronze medalist in that bottom section of the draw. But the match we are about to watch is from the top half of the draw, the second quarter. And there is Akane Yamaguchi from Japan, and her opponent is a former champion here, Ratchanok INTANON. Won the title here 3 years ago, and it was a remarkable 3 weeks 3 years ago, because she won in India, then in Malaysia, and then here in Singapore. 3 titles in 3 weeks for Ratchanok 3 years ago. And after winning here, the next world ranking, she became world #1 and stayed at world #1 for 2 consecutive weeks. So it really was a remarkable achievement, 3 singles titles in 3 weeks. First time that was ever achieved in the women's singles discipline. Well, to say these two are familiar with each other's game is a bit of an understatement, isn't it? A 12-9 the advantage for Yamaguchi. On the previous encounters, she won the last one, which was the final of the German Super 300 event. It was an absolute thriller in Mulheim. 3 games, 25-23 in the deciding game, in a match that took an hour and 10 minutes. If we have a match half as good as that, then we're in for a real treat. So the former champion is 24 years of age now, and that just confirms what I was telling you about her former world #1 status, but currently #8 in the world. Making her 6th appearance here. Sadly, she didn't play last year, although she had been in the draw. She was the #1 seed. This is her 4th quarter-final here, because not only did she get through to the final and win the final, she's had 2 other quarterfinals in 2014 and 15, so this is her 4th quarterfinal at this particular event. Beat Fitriani, who won the first World Tour events, the Thailand Masters Super 300, and then yesterday beat the silver medalist from the 2017 World Junior Championships, Han Yue, in 3 games. So to her opponent, the number 3 seed, Akane Yamaguchi, is 3 years younger than her opponents, and she is the player that took over for those, I do beg your pardon, she has also been world number 1 for 2 weeks, currently number 4, as you can see. Born in Fukui in Japan, and she's making her 4th appearance here, and like her opponent, she's her 4th quarter-final. So talk about consistency. She, in the first round, had a real battle against her teammate, the left-hander Ohori, and then in the second round against the qualifier Grace Chua. The qualifier from the host nation, just 26 minutes though for that second round encounter. So our court officials for this one now from the Philippines, Maria Judith Brosela and Stephen Ong from Malaysia will be the service judge. So the 22nd meeting between these 2 players.
I must say I only know of one other head-to-head as many matches as that, and that's Ratchanok against Tai Su Ying.
Yeah, in the women's singles.
In the women's singles,
yeah.
That's the only one I've seen that's sort of in the 24-25 meetings.
Yeah. And it's amazing because they're 24 and 22 years of age.
Yeah, they can play another 50.
Ready? Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Ratchanon INTANON, Thailand. And on my left, Akane Yamaguchi, Japan. Ratchanon INTANON to serve, la ball, play.
So the former champion, Ratchanok INTANON, getting this quarter-final underway. It's landed one in. It's a match that's actually a repeat of the semi-final here 3 years ago. When, of course, Ratchanok went on to win the title. Yeah, good angle.
Service over, 1-all. Service over, 2-1.
Well, Yamaguchi, I know we've talked about it before, Morton, when I was saying about her consistency. She has been a very consistent player since she burst onto the world stage when winning the Japan Open as a qualifier in 2013, when she was only 16 years old, and she has been consistent.
She has been extremely consistent in what she's doing. I remember you gave some statistics last week when we commentated on her at the Malaysian Open, and I just remember I was quite shocked, surprised that she's so steady, as what you mentioned. She's getting quarters and semis at virtually every single tournament she participates in.
It's good rally, isn't it? Oh, beautiful drop shot. Yes, I think I was talking about when she lost in the Malaysian Masters in January. She lost in the very first round, and when she was the number 3 seed, and it was the first round loss she had had in over 33 months and 45 tournaments.
Exactly.
And considering how young she is, that is remarkable.
It is. But I also think there's, I don't know, there might be a gap creating between the top 4 and the rest in the top 10. At the All England, number 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the women's singles qualified for the semi-final.
Yep.
It happened again in the Malaysian Open here, which is a Super 750 tournament. And there's not very often that you see that. And it's the same 4.
Yeah.
So maybe a gap is starting to be created between Tai Tzu Ying, Chen Yufei, Yamaguchi, and Ukuhara, and then the others in the top 10. Just a small gap.
Yes, I heard you talking about that a little earlier, Morten, and I understand exactly where you're coming from. But I'm not sure it is really a gap as yet. I think that Ratchanok, the player we're watching, is a player who can win tournaments. She's already been in 3 finals this year, winning 2 of them, Malaysian Masters and India. PV Sindhu is always a player that can suddenly turn it on. I think the women's singles discipline is desperately missing Carolina Marin.
Yes.
The Olympic champion, who's recovering from a very serious injury. But I know where you're coming from, because those 4 are consistently good, but I think it's still a very open discipline.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you might spot a small, little, tiny trend. And that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
That's why we're sitting here.
Yeah. Well, that run of points, start to this is very similar to the match you called first off this afternoon.
Yes.
Was it 9-1?
Yeah, Saina Nehwal was nowhere near.
Yeah.
She was way, way down. She was 11-1 down at the mid-game interval.
Well, Ratchanok Intanon, 6 points adrift at the moment. Oh, that is delightful. What a shot.
And it's the way that she is able to twist her body behind that one. And trying to look at, this is a normal one, but look at this one. That's where she's even more moving forward at the same time. She's really getting behind it, and that's very, very difficult what she did there. It's worth the challenge.
Service over, 3-9.
Challenge didn't come. She's playing well.
Service over, 10-3.
So to the mid-game interval with an 8-point advantage. The number 3 seed, Akane Yamaguchi. One thing I would like to highlight, though, is the fact that I think Ratchanok Intanon is the Is she the only one of the top players who's... No, Posala Venkata who's played all 3 tournaments in 3 weeks,
Court
hasn't
1,
she?
20 seconds.
Yeah.
Court 1, 20
Of the
seconds.
top 10, how many of the women's singles players have played all 3?
That's a tricky one, yeah. Just not on top of my head. I can't say it.
But you see, Ratchanok has been doing well in the 3 tournaments because
11-3.
she was a quarterfinalist last week, having won in India. So her third, at least a quarterfinal in 3 weeks.
But that's another trend, if I may say, that I've spotted. I actually think that one of the issues in the past with Ratchanok INTANON, because she's such a beautiful mover on the court, she's got wonderful shots. If anything is sort of the Achilles tendon in this situation, is the physical. And I actually think she's getting stronger, physically stronger. And she's able to maintain a higher standard of play for a longer time. And I think it's a very clear sign that she can do so well in 3 tournaments in a row.
6-11.
But look at the body language after that error. That's what concerns me.
It would have been a winner anyway. That shot from Yamaguchi would have gone out the sideline, even with the drift. It's interesting to see that Yamaguchi is also putting a lot of pressure on that forehand at the net on Ratchanok. This one here. That corner there is always tricky to cover, but that's the same corner that Yamaguchi is in trouble as when she is playing against Tai Su-ying. But that's a lot of pressure coming to that corner. So she knows what it's like, that's for sure.
That's a lovely shot. Half smash or fast drop, whichever way you like to describe it.
Very disguised.
Yeah.
Beautiful reversed.
Service over, 8-16.
I'm guessing one of the reasons why Yamaguchi's head-to-head record against her opponent of today is so good is because of her retrieving ability. And I get the sense that Ratchanok does have such wonderful disguise shots, and she almost gets frustrated if they come back because she thinks that should be a winner. You know, I've played this beautiful disguise and a wonderful angle.
And how on earth does she dare to get it back?
Exactly. And I can almost see her getting a little frustrated that she isn't able to hit the wonderful winners that she can against so many other players.
Agree. That's a definite point, that's for sure.
that's lovely.
It is.
That's one of those little winners that I was talking about.
Service over, 9-17.
But what I liked about the choice of Yamaguchi, I think had it been 19-all, she would have gone for that one. And she would probably have got it back. But she made the call that it's not worth to go for it. She is 17-8 over the time.
Oh, that's found the line as well.
Service over, 18-9.
You know, over the years we've seen players injuring themselves in situations where there was no necessity. They were going for shots they should never have gone for. They were way up and so on. No point.
On New Hock.
Yeah, that's one, yes.
When you were in Malaysia the first time.
Yes. I've seen quite a number of them, and it's no point. It doesn't matter.
Service over, 10-19.
Well, she just wants the court mopped of the perspiration. It's hot and humid here in Singapore.
Okay, ready?
Oh, that's a great shot.
11-19.
Well.
12-19. Service over, 20.
So game point opportunities for the number 3 seed, Akane Yamaguchi. Yeah, well saved.
Service over, 13-20. Change the shuttle.
Oh, look at that. What a way to take the opening game from Akane Yamaguchi. Swayed the body one way, hit the shuttle the other for the outright winner. Lovely return. Take a look at this. Look at that racket. Just dropped the racket head and just guided it into that straight block. Wonderful from Yamaguchi. And the opening game, 21-13 in 15 minutes. Try some bug. And I can't see the other coach. Well, Ratchanok for sure is going to have to be a little more proactive in this second game. Only 8 on the world ranking, but she's currently #1 on the race to Guangzhou standings.
Yes.
But she has played 6 tournaments.
Out of the 10.
Yamaguchi's only played 5.
Court 1, 20
9
seconds.
counting.
Court
Actually,
1, 20
9
seconds.
counting. This is number 10.
Yeah.
Second game, love ball, play.
Surprised that went long with the drift.
It was brave to leave it.
Do you remember who won the toss? Who
Service
chose
over,
ends?
1 all.
I can't.
No, I don't either.
I can't.
A little bit of frustration there from Yamaguchi. She's been so dominant in the opening game.
Yeah, but that was an unforced error. She really had a good chance there.
The way that Yamaguchi, I think she's getting behind the shuttle much more deep in her forehand corner.
She's playing faster. We discussed it last week as well, paid some attention to it, and she is definitely moving faster. And one of the assets, one of the good assets from that is the fact that she can get behind it as well.
3-1.
It was an extravagant shot to try, wasn't it?
Yamaguchi here, she was forced to cover too much, and then of course she tried to anticipate and move to the backhand side.
Oof, goodness. This is good pace.
It's very, very good pace.
Yeah, but once again, getting really behind the shuttle, deep in that forehand corner, Yamaguchi. Straight down the line.
Service over, 3-4. Yes, change the shot. Over 5-3.
No doubt that serve was too short.
Yeah, well, that's probably just answered my question, because I'm thinking about the men's singles we've just watched as well, and there seems to be so many angled smash winners, and I'm wondering why we're seeing so many more outright winners, where the shuttle hits the floorboard without the defending player getting a racket to it. Why would that happen more here because of the conditions, but it's probably just because the lift or the clear is too short.
Yeah, but you're right, there are a lot of outright winners. But
5-all.
a theory can be that, as we always discuss, it's a big stadium and it's hard to kill it. And you just have to go closer to the lines
Out.
in order to score, and that's what the players are doing.
Yeah.
Service over. 6-5.
Oh,
That's
that's
well played.
superb.
That is wonderful.
6-all.
Just inside the line. Beautiful. Oh, backhand serve.
Service over.
And that is becoming a good corner for
7-6.
Yamaguchi, because she, in that situation, she can go reverse down the line and she can choose, as what she did here, go slice cross court. So she's got two really good options from that situation now. And if you spice that up with the shorter drop shots and so on, then she's got really many options.
Oh, got the net cord on the return of serve for
Service
Ratchanok
over.
Intanon.
7-all. Change the shot.
First time she's been in the lead in either game.
Well, I think Ratchanok has done well. I think she's done well to hang on to it.
Yeah. Well, not only wide of the centre line, but did you see how short that serve was? Nowhere near the double service line.
But that's what I mean, when the lifts are becoming that short and you're playing with the drift, of course you have a good chance of killing it as well.
Yeah.
And that's a down the line one here.
Yeah.
You know, Ratchanok really have to try to look at playing towards the backhand side of Yamaguchi at the moment. But the problem is she's got to be aware of the drift.
Yeah.
And I think that's the reason why she's choosing this corner. But at the moment she cannot control Yamaguchi, which means that she probably have to make a change.
10-8.
That was really good
11-8
retrieving there
in front.
from Yamaguchi to give herself a 3-point advantage at the mid-game interval here in the second game.
And you can understand the frustration from Ratchanok. She was playing 5-6 fantastic shots in that rally.
But that was a prime example of what I was talking about earlier.
It was.
Yeah,
There was some frustration in that shot.
absolutely. So 11-8, second game.
Court 1, 20
Moment for
seconds. Court
Yamaguchi.
1, 20 seconds.
7-8 down to 11-8 up.
Play.
Five straight points. Oof, I thought it was coming back in. Oh, and she
We have a
thought it
challenge.
did.
Yeah, we have a challenge on it.
Out.
That's a great challenge. Did come back in.
Correction in. Service over. 8-12. Sorry. 9-12. Play.
Yeah. Yeah, she was sharp onto that. Umpire diddled me out of a point.
But she was quick reacting.
Good rally.
That's superb play. Really well played by Ratchanok.
10-12.
And I love she's not going cross on this one. We're going down the line. Because I think had she gone cross, Yamaguchi would have got that one.
Service over. 13-10. Service over. 11-13.
Well, depending on which player you support, that was either lucky or very unlucky.
Yeah, that's true. Here is a good opportunity
Yeah.
for Yamaguchi.
Service over. 14-11.
Good aggressive play from Yamaguchi. Oh, did a string go there? No, I think it's all right.
I think it's okay.
Oh, look at that. What a shot again.
15,
What's so
11.
wonderful is that, of course, Ratchanok has got beautiful looking shots, and we sing the praises of the speed of Yamaguchi, but she's also got good skills. Look at that. You've been talking about a little bit of reverse slice on some shots. That was an ordinary slice. Definitely got the skills with it.
I agree with you. I think it would be wrong to say that she's just a retriever.
Yeah.
I think that would be very wrong to say.
12-15. Service over. 16-12.
It's out.
Yeah, it's well judged.
Service over. 13-16.
done it again.
Service over, 17-13.
Full stretch, backhand net, and then gets to the deep forehand corner, gets right behind the shuttle so that she can thunder it down the line.
Over 14-17.
Well, there's still a little bit of time for Ratchanok to come back in this, but I think she's got to start closing down the gap pretty soon, don't you, Morten?
I couldn't agree with you more. She's got to go for a few winners. She's got to go for a little gamble here. Chances are that if she's not doing it, Yamaguchi will possibly score a point. So time is up now, I think.
Yeah.
Trying to go for something, you know, make or break.
Oh, that's delightful. What a shot from Yamaguchi. That's good control too.
18-14.
It's played with the drift from both sides, and she still managed to keep it into that deep corner.
Service over, 15-18. Line touch. Okay, ready?
Immediately apologises.
16-18.
Quite a legitimate tactic, though.
Yeah, she's playing the net. She's trying to get the control. She really wants to get the initiative, and is giving her these opportunities for attack, and I think she needs it. That's it. Go for this kind of shots, because that's what it takes.
18.
Well, I said she needed to make her move, and that's exactly what she's doing. Now just 1 point in it. Oh, my goodness. Well, gasp from the fans as well.
19-17.
Yeah, of course, I have no statistics on it, but Ratchanok INTANON is making a few more service errors than normal.
Short. Oh, my goodness! Would you believe it?
It's a complete open court.
20, match point, 17.
She could have hit it anywhere else and it would have been a winner.
Yeah, trying
That
to
was
have
the only place
look at
she
this.
shouldn't hit it. Right onto the racket of her opponent. Well, you could either say that's jolly good anticipation from Yamaguchi.
Swinging the racket, closing your eyes and see what happens.
Match match point opportunities. 3 of them for the number 3 seed. So Akane YAMAGUCHI reverses the result of the semi-final encounter between these two 3 years ago and books her place in the semi-final once more, beating the former champion Ratchanok INTANON in 2 straight games, 21-13, 21-17.
21-17.
Well, it was a good match. Second game, good to see Ratchanok fighting back. 38 minutes in total for the quarter-final. That's the final rally. And through to a second semi-final here at the Singapore Open. Once again, confirmation of the score, 21-13. 21-17 in 38 minutes.